Good morning and welcome back to episode number 11 of the First Off the Tee podcast. I am your host, Robert Ivanek, co-hosted by my father, Doug. And this is a very special episode because today's episode is brought to you by Advent Golf. This is our first ever brand sponsorship for the podcast. So shout out to the guys at Advent Golf. I'll put a link in the description of the video to their website. They sell premium golf hats and belts. Inside this box, we have 2 new golf belts for us to test out.
Wow.
But before we test them out, I want to do an unboxing and review. So future unboxing and review of the Advent Golf belts coming soon on the channel. But our friends over at Advent Golf hooked us up with a 10% discount code. So if you use the code ROBEVG10 on the website, you get 10% off any purchase on the website. I'll put all the information in the description down below. And for you guys, our followers, 10% off their website. It's pretty cool.
Excellent. Awesome. So,
maybe Thursday we'll wear the belts on scene. But
that'll be good.
I don't want to pop them open until we do the unboxing.
All right.
So thank you, Advent Golf. Again, this episode is brought to you by Advent Golf.
Go Advent. Let's get some coffee in here so we can start this First Off the Tee. 5:30 in the morning.
I'm ready. I need that coffee. Some housekeeping items.
Yeah.
The YouTube channel is up to 108 subscribers, so we broke that 100 subscriber mark, which is awesome. So thank you to everybody who recently subscribed. We are still running the contest where we're giving away 4 sleeves of the ProSoft golf balls. I'll also put the link to that giveaway in the video description. All you have to do is be subscribed to the channel and tag 3 of your buddies on my Instagram post, and you'll get entered into the contest. And this week, on Thursday, we'll be doing a live drawing on set where we pick 4 winners, and we'll send you the 4 winners golf balls.
Nice.
So 108 subscribers. Thank you guys. We're enjoying making this content. It seems like you guys are enjoying watching it, listening to it on Spotify and whatnot. So thank you, everybody.
Really, they enjoy me just BSing about
babbling on. Yes.
about golf.
Actually, shout out Jim Feely. Jim Feely posted on our last video.
Oh, nice.
And he says the comment was Doug ? So I have to tag him. I think it was episode 2 where we talked about why I call you Doug.
Yeah, why is it?
So shout out Jim Feely. Thanks for watching, Jim. All right, let's get into it. We don't have a lot of time. As always, we know the 18 minutes fly by a lot faster than we think.
Yeah. Let's go for it.
PGA recap. Oh my God, Dustin Johnson.
Boy, he rocked it.
Minus 30. Did you get to watch it? Tell me what you saw.
He was on fire. Yeah, I got to watch a little bit of it each day, and yesterday I got to see the end of it, and he was just like, even the announcer just putting on a clinic out there. There's it was all him, and nobody's touching him, and everybody was going for second. Yeah, he's hot. We talked about a player who gets really hot over these next few weeks and months, and if he can stay there, he's back to world number 1 now.
He is.
Yeah, after this win, going into these FedEx Cup playoffs, and you had to be in the top 70 of FedEx points, so he's obviously there. So yeah, did you get to see any of it?
I didn't get to see any of it. I watched very closely throughout the weekend, keeping up with the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Friday was spectacular.
Oh man.
He was minus 11 through 11 holes.
Yeah.
Actually, I took a photo. I want to recap. I took a screenshot of his front 9 scorecard.
Yeah, that's just crazy. Right?
This is how he starts the day. Birdie, eagle, birdie, eagle, birdie, par, birdie, birdie, par. Could you imagine? He minus 9 through 9.
That was I didn't get to see, and then of course his thunder got taken away by the other guy.
Scotty Scheffler?
Yeah, who shot a 59. And in the recap, it was funny. It was like, of course, what can he do? All the attention went to the guy who shot a 59.
Well, he deserves it.
Yeah.
The 59 club.
Man.
That's spectacular in itself.
Yeah.
But that just shows DJ over the course of 4 days. I mean, what I loved about his win, unlike almost all of the other wins that we see on the PGA Tour, it's not one stroke, two stroke. He just looked at the field and said, I'm going to do something you guys can't, and it's not going to be a competition. Like, you don't... how often do you see a double-digit lead?
It's funny you say that. It's been like over 10 years.
Doesn't happen.
You know, it's usually that it just doesn't... It's unique, right, for that to happen, because there's usually one or two guys that can stay up with you, and then when that happens, it's a beautiful thing. Unbelievable.
Shout out DJ. So
and you've been a big DJ fan always, right?
Just when I started getting into golf, what happened was DJ was ranked world #1 at the time. I really started to get into it, so it was just, how could you not like the number one guy?
Yeah.
And he fell off shortly thereafter.
A little bit, injury here and there and whatever, but he's probably a good one to keep on the radar and maybe go for. How did our picks do? I know.
Bad.
Well, I know Ricky. You had Ricky and DeChambeau, right? And
Ricky Fowler.
He was a -7, and then I had Jordan. He fell off. Spieth, and then I had Brandon Todd, who was.
How did he do?
10, 11, 10, or wherever he was. Hey.
-4, Brandon Todd. Oh, he was actually up there, but he shot +3 on
Sunday.
He fell apart.
But it was funny. It was fun to see. But what really caught my eye? Did you see the rookie Australian guy, Cameron Davis? So these guys are huge. They're like 6'3", 6'4", thin, lanky like yourself. This guy, so they did a little profile on him, just a quick one, because I don't want to take up too much time.
Yeah.
So he hits the ball righty. He's on the driving range, righty. He hits 3 or 4 irons. He puts that down, picks up a lefty, and smacks out a lefty the same way.
No way.
He goes lefty, righty, either way. And then the announcer said, he goes, you know what? I'd like to see him play a tournament righty and play a tournament lefty and see how he does.
Wow, that's interesting. Does he carry a lefty club in his bag?
I don't know if he does do that, just in case.
Is it legal? Are you allowed to?
Sure, I think you're just the amount of clubs is the limit,
right?
Not whether it's lefty or righty, but it's something to look about. He's won everything you could in Australia. Young kid, and he was up there. He fell apart on the weekend. He went like +2, +3, or
he went into the weekend at -12.
Yeah.
Not even close to DJ, but who was?
Everybody else, and then the minus the second place,
-19.
Yeah, he was up there. He just couldn't, and he couldn't do, man. Boy, it's so hard to think about who you really like.
So Cameron Davis, that would be interesting if he started to carry. If he carried just one lefty club, like a 7-iron, as like his all-around utility club, in case he did get caught in a weird situation where it might make more sense to have a lefty club.
And that weird situation, it happens more often than you think. And I'm not talking about getting snookered behind a tree like I was on that one video we did, but it's when you're up against a bunker. And man, if I was a lefty and I'm outside the bunker, instead of inside the bunker. So you're right. I wonder if he does it, but very interesting. I think someone to look at.
We'll definitely keep him on the radar.
Keep him on the radar.
Senior Tour. You had some big news from the Senior Tour this week. The PGA Tour champions, as they call them.
Big news. Well, to recap, Bernard Langer, I think, came in second this week. Just so you know, because you have no idea who he was in the last episode.
That's Pop's buddy.
He came in second. It looks like he may have had a playoff or something. I'm not quite sure. I didn't see the Senior Tour that much. But the big news that happened yesterday, and I didn't know about it till I was watching the recap last night, is my boy, us being in the AARP club, which means anybody over 50 gets your AARP card sent to you in the mail. So when you turn 50, you're going to get this little card sent to you. Anyway, when you're 50, you get to go on the Senior Tour. Mm-hmm. So my boy Phil Mickelson does not make the FedEx playoffs because he doesn't have enough points. he gets the invite. He's going right to the senior tour. So he's playing the first senior tour this week. I'm anticipating he's going to rock it and win it, unless he's hurt.
Right.
But that's the problem. Not the problem with the senior tour. It's just that everybody's getting older, and you get these young guys that just that have been playing on tour. He's been playing.
Well, it happened this year, just only a month ago, with Jim Furyk.
Right.
It was his first ever event on the senior tour, and he went out and he just crushed everybody.
Yeah. So who knows? And I haven't seen him since, but who knows?
But that's the nature of the beast, like you said. You have guys that are competing with the very best of the best, and as soon as they hit that mark, they say, "Hey, let me give this tour a shot."
Yeah.
And they're in their prime, or maybe at the end of their prime, but they're competing with the best of the best, and now they're competing with guys who used to be the best.
Yes.
And they just don't have the distance anymore. They don't have the control. Maybe their bodies are starting to break down.
Except for Bernard Langer is still up there.
He's always up there.
So we'll see how it goes. So we're gonna do it. I'm gonna keep an eye on that senior tour because my buddy's there, because I might have to go over to that tour.
That'll be fun. That'll be fun to recap on next Monday.
Yeah.
Just to see how he did.
Yep.
Let's talk about golf. Have you played? Did he play this weekend?
Yeah, I played a little scramble, tournament, which you haven't played yet, I don't think, but you might be knowing something. It was fun, everybody hits the ball and then you get to the next one. It's always a good event, and it's drinking and music and dinner at the end, prizes and all that. A really fun time. So that was pretty cool.
I'm actually playing in my first ever scramble today.
Excellent.
Yeah, at the Hollywood Country Club down in Deal, New Jersey.
Neat.
Yeah, I've never played that format. I was asking you today. So It's just the best ball between all four golfers until the ball gets into the hole?
Until the ball gets in the hole. You're going to come in with one score.
Yeah.
So the scorecard just has one score, so you're going to be writing down whatever it might be. And, everybody drives. Sometimes, like you said, sometimes they say, look, you need to take 3 drives from each person. Or, sometimes they have some set rules, and other times it's usually just for fun. Just scramble. Bring a scorecard in, and we'll, whoever the lowest one is.
Do you find that the rounds play quicker, or is it really just the same?
It's really just the same, because then you do have some people that don't really play that well. And, it's shotgun start, and, maybe a little bit quicker. Because everybody's not playing, so you're moving.
Well, how did you shoot on Friday? Were you at least striking the ball well?
Yeah, I was hitting it pretty good. I think we were minus 8 or 9. And usually 12 and 15 and 20, 19 win. And they're like, really, you birdied every hole. But if you get 3 good players in a scramble, I mean, you guys are rocking it and getting it close. You're gonna have a good drive down the middle. You're going to be on the green, and then everybody gets to read the putt.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, I tell you, sometimes, with my new putting method, maybe it might work a little bit better. In the scramble, I always found that I was confused, even though I kind of knew the break, and go over here, and people telling you what to do. I was like, I always like to be the first one, and then give the read to everybody else.
Right.
But that's cool. You should enjoy that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
What is that, this afternoon?
Yeah, later on this afternoon. So we'll talk about that on Thursday.
Yeah.
I played yesterday for the first time in over 2 weeks, and it showed. It definitely showed. Actually, my first strike, so I didn't get to warm up really at all. I wanted to set the net up in the backyard, but I didn't have a chance. So the very first strike after not playing in over 2 weeks, beautiful shot. Right down the middle. It was like my typical 200 to 210 yard shot with a 5-iron.
Yeah.
And I was like, God, this game is easy. All right. Then I get my wedge. Beautiful, like 90 yard wedge shot. Stuck it close. And then I 2-putted. So, and it finished with a point on the first hole. So I'm like, all right, right back where I left off. And even the whole front 9, I played well. I scored 6 points, which if I look at what I've been doing, I've been scoring close to 12-ish points per 18. So I was right on where I should, where I have been, I should say, for the front 9. But then fatigue set in on the back. And
it was hot. It was pretty hot yesterday. Right?
It was
a little humid and
hot, sticky. We drove, so it wasn't so physically exhausting.
Yeah.
But It showed on the back. Only 2 points on the back. On the back.
And the back nine's the harder. Harder over there. You know, it's way more challenging than the front. The front's kind of just open. I mean, if you go into the woods on the left, a couple of holes, but if you spray it right, you can usually recover. You know, so it's a little easier on that front nine.
I was really happy. The front nine, I played with one golf ball. So I'm like, that is the standard. If you play with one golf ball, it means you're not getting into trouble. You're not spraying the ball left and right. You're relatively keeping it down the middle in the field of play.
Yeah.
And so I was very happy with that. And of course, we make the turn after 17.
Yeah.
We're coming up 18, and there's water on the left, but it's like such a non-event. It's like not really in the way.
Nope.
And I looked at Rick and I said, man, we have really good golf ball management today. I only used 2 balls, meaning I only lost 1.
Right.
What do you know? Kerplunk, right in the water. I was like, shouldn't have said it.
Oh, yeah,
That's
JT, man. Once you say something, you know, he mentioned that on the podcast.
He did. I'm really happy you said that. So my buddy Rick that I always talk about, we're neck and neck. Lately, he's been edging me out. He's been beating me. He's got the edge on me, but we're relatively, you know, we're right there.
Yeah.
And he knows what holes he's gonna play bad on. He does it all the time, and I laugh about it.
Yeah.
I tell him I love when he
I love you to hear that.
Not because I want him to shoot bad, because I want everybody to shoot well. I want everybody to have like a good round because it just makes it more fun. But I say I love it because of the antics that are involved.
Yeah.
But it made me realize what JT says, and I told this to Rick. I said, Rick, you're letting yourself shoot bad on this hole. Like he had his first worst hole and his second worst hole, and he announced it before he even put the tee in the tee box. And I said, Rick, you're giving yourself permission to shoot bad on this hole.
Yeah. Yeah, and your mind's just going to say, okay, I'll do it. It's easy.
Yeah,
you're
allowed to.
It's an easier way to go.
And JT is spot on with what he's saying there. You're giving yourself the opportunity.
I've been saying that for years with just, you know, the water's here. I go, positive thinking. You know, got, you know, even when I wasn't really into this, you know, Zen golf and all that, but it's just don't say it. It's not even there. Sometimes when I see the water in front, I'm like, oh, wow, that's really nice. My ball's going to go right over it.
Yeah.
You know?
You have to, it almost goes along with our buddy Harvey Pennick.
Yeah.
Take dead aim, pick your spot, pick your target, and let your body just naturally get the ball there. We had a lot of fun. I'm happy to be back. Excited to play golf today, and we will catch everybody on Thursday.
Wow.
That is the end of episode number 11. Thank you guys for tuning in again. Check out Advent Golf. I'll put a link in the video description. They have really, really premium golf hats and belts. They're new belts. The ones that we have inside this box have a ball marker on the belt buckle. So they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
We're going to do an unboxing and review later on this week. And hopefully we can rock those belts on Thursday morning.
Excellent. Good luck and enjoy the day.
Cheers. Take care, guys.